What's going on, guys? It's No just checking in, and today I want your opinion. I need your feedback. I say this all the time, and I'll say it again. I have no doubt that you guys offer me more than I could ever possibly offer you. I respect you, I trust you, I need you, and I want to open up about something that's going on. Now, at the end of the day, of course, we all have to make personal decisions for our own personal life based on whatever we feel is best and the team around us. But that being said, my doctor wants me to start taking an antidepressant. She is not pleased with the amount of time I've spent in more of like a crisis mode these last couple months. Very much elevated anxiety. I'm officially aware that I'm clinically depressed again, which just makes me so sad. It's just so discouraging to take a step backwards. Such a big step backwards, such a noticeable one. Now, am I open to this just being a result of, getting sober and changing my diet and a couple other factors? Sure. But my doctor is feeling less interested in taking that time just to consider waiting, given the continuous nature of my suicidal ideations. Now, I do not have a plan. Let me be perfectly clear. I'm having hopeless, I don't feel like I can do this anymore feelings. I have not put those into actions, and I do understand that that is my depression talking. That being said, it just doesn't matter to her. She wants to know why I'm waiting to pull the trigger on taking an antidepressant. Now, some of you have been around for a long time. You might know why I'm afraid to start taking antidepressant. I choose the word fear specifically because I've had some bad experiences. I also know that sitting in this place for too long is risky. An action of some sort needs to be taken, so that is why I cleaned up my diet. That's why I'm taking my sobriety absolutely 100% serious, but just a choice I need to make. Here are my fears, my reservations, and I'd love to hear your guys' feedback in the comments below. You have no idea how much it means to me, and it benefits other people that check out videos like mine. But my fear is based around the fact that the whole reason that I had a breakdown in general back in May of 2011, it had to do with what's called a paradoxical reaction to a medication. Now, granted, this medication was not an antidepressant. It was a medication called Vivitrol, but I had a rare reaction to it. And while it was supposed to do one thing, it ended up doing a completely different thing. And I went from being low grade, dealing with some depression and life circumstances, but never even once suicidal, to horribly suicidal, losing 25 pounds in 30 days, panic attacks, horrible black tar depression. Changed my life forever. It was the most horrifying experience I could ever possibly imagine, the sort of thing I didn't know existed. And that sort of experience has really tarnished my perspective on taking medications in general. It just scares me. These are things that you don't really talk about, you don't really hear about. And when these sort of unusual things happen, they can scar some people and they can make people very afraid to ever trust again. And so when I was in the rut of my original depression, prior to finding out that I had low testosterone and addressing that, they had me go through the gauntlet of antidepressants. Only a couple did I make it long enough to possibly decide if it would help me or if it couldn't help me. Now, based on everything I've learned and understood about antidepressants and the placebo effect for a lot of them, they're not going to help everyone. And in fact, unless you have a more severe condition, the worse you are off, I hear, the more likely it's going to help you. I really do like the idea of beating this naturally, but like all of us, you feel kind of nuts. You don't know exactly what's going on up there, and when you feel desperate and you feel like if you don't do something, then you're just going to, I don't know, wake up one day and realize you can't fight anymore. It's scary. It's scary. It's just the nature of this thing. So, that is the question, should I try an antidepressant? Leave me feedback. Tell me what your experiences have been with them. Do you guys think that this fear I have of potentially having an atypical reaction to these meds and it making me worse is irrational? Do you think it's fear-based? I have met people personally who have had this reaction to antidepressants that made them much, much worse. I've also met a lot of people who have taken them and it's made a big difference in their life. And it's just that sort of Russian roulette you play. Again, I always say all of this based on my personal understanding, my personal experience. If you're on an antidepressant and it's working fantastic for you, that's great. I am not here knocking them. I think it's very possible that taking one could be a positive thing for me. I just don't know. I don't know if I should wait it out. I don't know if I should tackle even more holistic methods, dig deeper into the natural side of things, blood work, whatever. Just dig deeper and keep trying that, or if I should just bite the bullet and get some help and see at least if that can be helpful. But I'm scared. I'm absolutely scared of it. And it is what it is. So I'm going to be meeting with my doctor today, the day you were watching this video. If you watched it on the day it was released, this is when I'm meeting my doctor. She wants an answer. She's going to corner me. And I really just look forward to reading through what you guys have to say and consulting with other people in my life who I love and I trust, and seeing if that is the best thing for me to do right now or if I should just hold out. So I'm going to go ahead and let this go before I start ranting like I always do. But I appreciate you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing your experiences with me, making this channel what it is. And we'll do another video soon. I also, by the way, for my TRT users, I do not think that this means my TRT did not help me. It did. I'm just in a different place. Mood disorders are not one-sided. I've said that before, but I will continue my TRT regimen. I have an update about that. Actually, I'll be posting the next day or two. Anyway, take good care, guys, and hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying strong one day, 1 hour, 1 minute at a time.